We're going to make a swamp cooler out of this igloo cooler. It's going to go into the back kitchen of a restaurant that lost its air conditioning here during the heat of the summer. I'm going to be using this 4-inch bit, which is actually a hole saw. I'm going to be cutting 4-inch holes into the top as well as the side of the cooler. We want to put our DeWalt drill on the number 1 setting, make sure the dial is set for drilling, and we're good to go. Once that top hole is cut, we're just going to simply take a little drill bit here or screwdriver or something to take out that trash now from the cooler. Now that we have a perfect 4-inch hole in the lid of our cooler, we're going to take a NDS connector piece. This is actually what goes into a catch box or a drain box, again made by NDS. Find that at ndspro.com. And we're going to use the grooves that connect it to the box to hold our screws in. They fit perfectly there. Actually, before we start drilling that in, we're going to take the smaller DeWalt drill and put in a drill bit so we can create some pilot holes into that NDS connector. That way we can get a good screw in there the right way. Now we'll go back to the other DeWalt drill that has the Phillips head in it and fasten this NDS connector down with some screw fasteners. And we'll quickly put in 4 screws all the way around our NDS connector so that we have a good strong hold all the way around. Take a look at it here from the inside of the lid, and that 4-inch connector is lined up with our 4-inch hole and secured all the way around and looking good. So the outlet for our swamp cooler is a 90-degree PVC pipe. That 4-inch pipe there fits right into our NDS connector, purchased from ndspro.com. However, if we want to set this swamp cooler on the ground and use an extension of a 4-inch pipe, we're able to do that as well. Everything fits together and we can get the length that we want. Now we're going to use one of my favorite products, Great Stuff, filling up gaps and cracks, give it a good shake. Unfortunately, I don't have a straw to go on this, but I do have some channel locks. We'll reach in there, we'll make this thing work. But we're basically going to fill up the crack between the styrofoam and the lid, since we've cut that lid up. And we're also going to make sure that we've got enough application between the NDS connector and the lid. Once we have the Great Stuff applied, it's going to swell. So we're going to smooth that Great Stuff out so we have a good, even, clean application. Use a paper towel, wipe it off. And again, make sure you have some plastic gloves. If you do get this on you, just squirt your hands with a little WD-40 and you'll get it out. Let's go ahead now and turn this cooler around so we can work on the back side. And I'm going to use another one of my favorite products, NDS. This is a pipe coupler connected to a T-connector for PVC. So we'll go ahead and drill that hole, again using our 4-inch hole saw, cutting it into the back of the cooler and just creating a good hole there for our pipe coupler to go into. Now that we have our 4-inch hole cut out, we'll see that our NDS coupler fits right in there. It just slips right in, and it's got lips on it that'll allow it to hold, and it should hold it securely there for us. Now we're using Holmes fans. These were bought at Target. They're going to do the job for us. I wish I had a little bit stronger of a fan than what we're using here, but we're using 2. The goal is to push air through, and this will suffice. You can see here we've taken the front guard off of the fan, and we're also going to take the legs or the stand off of the side of this fan. Now the nice thing about using the Holmes 4-inch fan is that these screws that are coming out of the stand on the sides can be reapplied as fasteners to hold it onto that PVC T connector. Now keep in mind we haven't plugged this thing in yet, but we're going to put our hand in the T connector, give the blades a spin and make sure it's not hitting anything. Once we know that our blades are free from obstruction, we've got both fans installed, we're going to hit the on switch and make sure that both sides are pushing air through our PVC T connector, and it looks like they're working great. Now it's time to put it onto our swamp cooler.